Okay, here's my bench setup video. I'm filming my own YouTube video with my phone camera right now because I don't have a program to add in my voice to do all that mess, and maybe I can do it through video, the editor on YouTube. I don't know. Don't know how to do it. Doesn't matter. Real quick, I'm just going to run through a list of things that I do as I set up from start to finish, from the start of getting on the bench to the end of hopping off and celebrating that I just nailed a 446 here. This is my best competition bench to date. This is at IPL Worlds. I'm 220 lifter. I actually weighed in at 214 at this meet. But anyways, the first thing I do is lay down on the bench, and I'll set my hands. I'll go ahead and grip the bar, put my hands where I want them to be. In this case, I am middle fingers on rings here. And then I'll pull myself under the bar and through. I'll plant my feet, and they end up getting pretty close to the back of the board there that my handoff guy will be standing on when he hands off to me. And I'll actually end up on my toes. That's fine, because I don't end up on my toes. I push myself through, and then I set my heels. So I'll scoot my feet. I'll just kind of wiggle them and scoot them down towards the end of the bench here. And I'll get down on my heels because I feel like for me, I feel more stable and I can get more leg drive on my heels. And then when the handoff guy gives me the bar, I let the bar settle. You'll see it come up off the hooks, and then you'll see it drop actually and settle into me. You'll see I'll maintain locked out position, but the bar will settle into me like a good inch or half an inch to an inch, maybe a little more. It'll settle, and that really squeezes my blades together, my shoulder blades, and digs into the bench. And then usually right around the start command or sometimes even after, then I take my breath. I don't fill up with air until the bar is in my hands and the weight of it is on my shoulders, pushing it into the bench. I take as much breath as air in as I can through that breath, and then also at the same time I'm taking that breath, I start driving through the floor with my feet, almost as much as I would be when I come off my chest when I get that press command. This helps me maintain as much tightness as I possibly can. I get way more air this way than I do if I take my breath before getting the handoff. Also, on the descent, when the bar starts coming down to my chest, I squeeze my back and my lats, and this helps create tightness, even more tightness as the bar comes down. I feel like it loads my back and acts as a spring off my chest when I finally get the press command. And then once the bar comes off my chest and it's moving, I start thinking about spreading the bar and using as much triceps as I can. The bar's off my chest. After that, I've got a fairly short stroke. After that, it's pretty much triceps for me. So I start thinking about spreading the bar, literally trying to pull the bar apart as if it were a telescope. And then that's it. So I'll run it through, and I'll try to pause it and break it down, each part, so you can see what I was just talking about when I ran through those list of things that I do. So here we go. I'm going to grip the bar right where I want it to be as far as, hey, I'm going to plant my feet, push myself through. I'm on my toes. Okay, in just a second, I'm going to wiggle my feet. You'll see my knees move a little bit, and I will plant my feet with my heels down. Okay, and now I'm getting ready to get the handoff. There's the handoff, and you just saw the bar just settled quite a bit, maybe even more than an inch there. It came up out of the hooks, but then it sunk into me. Okay, and that pushes my shoulder blades into the bench even harder. I think I just got the start command. And as I go down here, I am really going to squeeze my lats and my upper back as much as I can. And let's see that. And now, right there to finish, to get to the top, all I'm thinking about is triceps and spreading that bar. Literally trying to push the bar and try to push it into those spotters' bellies, each end. And I think that helps. And for me, like I said, I got a short range of motion, so off my chest, once I've accomplished that, it's all triceps. The triceps don't get enough credit in this lift, but if you got strong triceps, you're going to have a decent bench. And if you want to make your bench better than what it is, beef up those triceps, because they're a very important muscle in this movement, or this lift. So I'll run it back from the very beginning again and let it go all by itself, and you can see all those things that I'm talking about, and hopefully you might be able to use one or two of these things in your own bench. Who knows? Maybe you'll find something that'll help you. All right, here we go from the beginning. And you really need to celebrate after you nail a bench.